Oh, and I'm Lethal.
And we are back with another IRL stream. Guys, I'm so excited! Here's why I'm excited.
I just used the wrong credit card.
I could live at the drive-ins. I'm not even kidding. Like, if I could buy a house that was connected to a drive-ins, that's where I would be. By the way, I got another earring. I lost an earring. For whatever reason, like, the shit could be cemented to my head. I'd still lose one.
I was gonna say your black diamonds are in your bag.
But anyways, guys, here's the deal. Not only do I get to see Twisters, which I was a huge fan of the first one, and I guess I was aware that they were coming out with a new Twister movie, but I didn't realize how good it was actually going to be because they usually mess it up. But anyways, then we have Deadpool and Wolverine. So it's a double feature. What the hell is not to love about that? On top of that, we have tons of snacks. We're stopping to grab Chick-fil-A right now because your boy's starving like Marvin and his cousins. And yeah, it's going to be a great road trip. It's like an hour road trip from here. We got all of our gaming supplies, so you know we're going to be gaming our asses off in between and before and after the movies. For whatever reason, I don't know why, they decide to keep the drive-ins open until like 2 a.m. or some shit, but they just never think about selling coffee.
That's true. They don't.
I'm not going an extended period of time without my Joe. It's just not happening. So anyways, water? Did you tell him water?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you gotta have your coffee. I am very excited though. We have a lot of great new content coming this week. I decided to keep the same schedule. What it was I decided that the War Elite broadcast and the Godfather broadcast are just gonna be on the same schedule. I was gonna do it every day, like I was before, but I'm starting to realize now that having a break, even just 2 days off, it gives me so much more time to edit and plan more content. And also, guys, this is day 5 of no cigarettes. Day 5, technically going into day 6. We spent a week at the in-laws' house. It was an amazing time. Got to spend some much needed family time. I missed my mother-in-law. She was in Florida for an extended vacation.
It was like over a month.
Over a month she was gone. And so she's home. So we spent like a week at the in-laws' house, just relaxing, doing a hell of a lot of gaming, and we found a new show, binged the hell out of that. But all in all, it was a great time, and now we are back to reality. I went and got the MRI done on my what I thought was basically an ankle situation, which turned out to be more of a left foot situation. I completely destroyed the tendon on the right side of my left foot, and so because of that, I am out of work for another 6 weeks. This is a double-edged sword here. Number one, it sucks because I'm very high strung. I have to be doing something all the time, which is why I obsess over my streaming and my channel, and just anything that I have that I feel like I need to get out of my brain. I obsess over it, and so being out of work has completely destroyed me mentally. But also it gives me more time to put into the channel and try and take this shit to the next level, which we're always trying to do. Shout out to Lethal over there, that way.
Mm-hmm.
She has gone above and beyond for the Discord to the point where we now have some of our sponsors in the Discord.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Super exciting. That lets them not only know but see visually what we're doing and what we've been working on, and so that's huge. That is just absolutely mind-blowing.
Cool that they wanted to be involved.
Yeah, they wanted to be involved. Another milestone for the people who are wondering about what I was talking about when I said we had reached a milestone. I've spent the last 2 years non-stop, 2 years or more, I think maybe 3 years now, promoting other games, promoting game companies. And so our sponsors at iFun.com, finally, for the first time in my life, really, well, not really the first time, where they used a budget to advertise for us. That was awesome. They made an advertisement picture. They posted on their social media platforms. Amazing. Never had that happen before.
Met a fan?
Yeah, oh my God. So I go to my doctor's appointment, and as we're leaving, I see this guy wearing a Godfather shirt. First time we ever ran into a fan. And he was wearing the Godfather shirt. It was so cool. I got pictures with him. And dude was genuinely one of the his name is Eric. I'll never forget his name. He is genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever met, and I really wish I could just meet more people like him. I wish the world was full of more people like him. So shout out to Eric. If you ever see this, we love you, bro. I hope you're still in good health, and we wish you 100 more years of good health. We're grabbing our food right now, guys. Shh, not while we're grabbing our food.
You're not supposed to drink after me. That was the whole point of getting
Damn it, now I'm
water.
sick. I'll have covidities. Or covidities.
What?
Covidities.
I don't have COVID.
That's what you think. That's what everybody said right before they found out they had covidities. Street youths. It's nothing but street youths.
No.
Chick-fil-A guy.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Pretty good, thanks. What's the name of your order?
Christina.
I'm gonna tell you guys something
Thank you.
funny in a second.
Do you have a fry? I mean a straw.
Yeah. Okay. Guys. Alright. First of all, I told her that we wanted Chick-fil-A, right? And as we're getting closer, she's like, I said, all right, I'm gonna start the stream. She's like, you know, want to keep her privacy, don't want to put her name out there to the world, right? I said, babe.
Of course, I make respectful of it.
I said, babe.
Asshole.
I said,
I fucking hate you.
I said, babe, I can
So
start
annoying.
the stream. I said, you don't have to give them your real name. I said, they're not checking your ID at Chick-fil-A. I said, all you have to do is make up a name. I said, I'd use like Seymour Butts, and they'd probably laugh. We pull up to get our food. I hear her name. She says her real name. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, because I don't know when you're actually gonna
That's-
start your shit.
This is a testament to how much of a good person she is.
I don't like lying about stupid shit.
It's not a lie.
It's just annoying. My brain doesn't work that way. It's like too much work. Why am I gonna sit there and make up stuff in my head when I could just tell them the actual truth? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I do that? It's like a waste of brain power.
I love you.
I'm annoyed at you.
Why?
Because.
You're so funny.
No, it's just annoying at this point. But yeah, no.
What?
I don't want any right to I'm focused. Trying
Alright.
to get us there.
Focus. I get it.
Focus, trying to get us
Okay.
there.
Guys, this is my favorite part of the trip. Right here.
When I speed like a crazy person?
No. Leaving Chesterfield.
Why do you have motherfucker?
What? What?
Nothing.
I don't give a shit. I'm not giving anybody my address.
I know you don't.
I don't care. What are you gonna run around Chesterfield? Hey, I'm looking for Smooth!
I
Is
mean,
Smooth down here?
when you're getting threats by people, yeah. It's not my favorite thing to just throw out there.
Well, guys, this is part of the life. And I hate it, but I love it.
I hate it and I hate it.
I hate it and I love it. I mean, the only way I see this is going up, which means eventually we will be local celebrities. Eventually we will be
I don't want to be.
big to the point where it's a bit annoying.
Don't wanna be. It's
Like I said, we ran into our first fan the other day. So the bigger our sponsors get, the bigger. No. What's really cool and I've always wanted to do is keep a documentary type style thing of like our life, right? It's like something to look back on. Like I can't imagine we'll be doing this when I'm in my old age, right? But in our old age, we can look back on all of the cool stuff, the fun stuff that we did, the journey, right? Of going from 0 views and 0 subscribers and nothing going on and no sponsors and nobody knows who we are, and then just looking at the growth. To me, you can't really put a price on that because it's our journey. And I told her from the beginning, like, I'm not gonna throw you into the spotlight. That's not what I'm trying to do. but to a certain degree, that is the life. And so I know, like, it's not like I was born to do this, right? It's not like out of the womb they were like, you're gonna be a streamer one day, start getting used to it now. This shit just kind of fell into my lap, right? But at the same time, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest, I always thought that Hollywood was where I was gonna be. I don't know why. I don't know why. I always thought that acting or something of that sort was gonna be it.
I mean, it's probably because, like, MTV basically reached out to you.
I was just gonna say that. There was multiple points in my life where I was supposed to be on TV. One of the times, I was dating this girl. She basically destroyed me, broke my heart, all types of stuff I won't go into detail of. But MTV, okay, so actually, let me go back. My grandmother obsessed with Big Brother, and she like was pressuring me for, I can't even tell you how many years, to send in a headshot and a bio to the company that does Big Brother. So after 2 or 3 years of her giving me shit about it, about not doing it, I did it. And I didn't hear anything back for over a year and a half. And then one day, and it was just coincidental because I never checked my emails back then, I was going through my email looking for something else, like game related, and I seen it said MTV something or another. I'm like, what the hell? I look at it. The date had been from, I don't even know, like it had been sitting there for quite some time. And it was the same, it was a partner company that does the recruiting for all of the shows that are on like ABC. And they also do the shows for like Big Brother and MTV. And apparently they didn't think I was a good fit for Big Brother, but they thought I was the perfect fit for a show called Ghosted. And they asked me, you know, have you ever been ghosted by somebody? And, you know, I was like, what the fuck does that even mean, right? And it fit the description of what was going on in my life at the time, having just had my heart broken. So I'm like, yeah, this sounds like a perfect fit, actually. And so it was supposed to happen, and without further details, it didn't happen, because of me personally not wanting to do it. And then the lady that I was talking to was like, okay, well, we understand this isn't a great fit for you, but we have a couple other projects. We'll be in touch. I'm like, yeah, okay. Sure enough, not too long later, I get a script for a scary movie. And they thought that I was such a good fit for the part that they were going to send somebody from DC to my area to meet me, an executive producer of the project they're working on. And they were like, we're going to send you the script. Tell me if you like it. And so I read the script, and immediately I'm turned off by it because it had all this devil worship, and like they wanted me to be the killer, right? So I would have been one of the star actors in this movie, probably would have got paid the most, or close to it, as compared to the other people who were being casted. And they said, okay, well, we'll send you another part of the script. You tell me if, obviously it's not the exact script, but it was probably close. And it was even worse. They wanted me to do like all these like occult ritualistic things with a knife, and like I was gonna be cutting this person up while I'm saying all these weird like devil mantras, and I'm like, bro, no. And that's the craziest thing, is like I'm not even the most religious person in my family. Like I understand religion. I understand, you know, the concept of it, and I also understand the other side of it, right? The dark side of spirits and belief, right? Witchcraft, basically. I said, nah, guys, I cannot do this. I'm not gonna sell my soul for a paycheck. So I turned it down. So that was 2 occasions just in that 1 year where, had I said yes, I would have been on TV twice in a year, or I would have been on MTV, and then I would have, I'm sure, at the very least, been on a Netflix special or something. You know what I'm saying? But it was like opportunities had always presented itself throughout my life, very early on, and then at different stages in my life. So I just always knew I would be in the spotlight somehow. I just never realized until the last few years that I was going to be the master of my own destiny, and I was going to be the one to dictate how I was in the spotlight. Now, personally, again, I do feel as though like I need to pump the brakes a little bit as far as letting information out, but it's hard. It's hard to do this without certain aspects of your life floating out there into the universe. But the way I'm looking at it is like this. I don't really have enemies where I would go on Google and search to try and find them, but I know the capabilities, and anybody can be found anywhere at any time. For God's sakes, I was hacked and my identity was put on the dark web just last year by some guy that I pissed off in Discord. So I mean, I do not feel that me putting my information out there on a live stream is any different, because it doesn't matter. If they want to find you, they're gonna find you, period. That's just the way the world is now. It's not like it was in the 90s where it was hard work. You had to go to a private investigator, or you had to pay a company to look into the shit. It's all free. If you know the websites to look at, it's all free. And not only are they gonna find your address, they're literally going to have a tangible copy of your information to do whatever the fuck they want with. They want to put it on the dark web, they want to sell it, they want to use it, they want to bury you. Like, it's all there. It's just, are they smart enough to get away with it without being persecuted? What's up, T-Rex? He said it was me and I found you again. What's up, Reximus? Yeah, guys, it's all 100% out there. That's why it's like, I get it, I need to pump the brakes, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I'm not telling them any more than they can find in 30 seconds on the internet. So it's a little bit of anxiety ridden, but if that's the way you want to look at it, then we might as well have anxiety all day, every day, because I can find anybody's information if I really want to. It's really not hard. But we already burned 30 minutes?
No.
So it takes an hour to get
15 minutes. It's only 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. So the drive-ins is only 45 minutes away, guys. By the way, Rex OG messaged me on Discord. He's like, hey, I know I haven't really like been playing. He's like, but I want to come to your server and like play. So
he said he's gonna be level 21 by today.
he said he's gonna go straight to 21.
He said he's gonna be level 25 soon. He said
So
he can make it happen.
better for us, I guess. Shout out to OG, by the way, man. Thanks for joining the server. I should probably just start putting all the links to all of our sponsor companies.
Well, we have almost all of them.
No, I'm just saying, like, I need to keep them all together, and then just stick it in the description. That way, when I'm talking about the sponsors, they can just go, oh, he means this.
Yeah.
Right? Like, even if I'm doing IRL streams.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing today, Rex?
We did that with all the other ones.
I'm talking to you, boy.
Gosh, speed up.
Traffic, looking for my chapstick, feeling kind of car sick. There's a Ford Maverick. That's $1 million song right there. Oh, you know Dre? You met him at the swap meet? Bro, I saw the coolest dude earlier in like a 1945 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Hardtop. Cool color.
Really cool.
It was like sea teal.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like a weird teal color.
It was more of a blue than a teal, but it was like the perfect in between.
He said, did we just trade Fed for OG? Yeah, basically. T-Rex says we're having pizza and watching the original Twister because I'm taking the family to see the new one tomorrow.
That's what we're seeing right
Yeah.
now.
That he knows. Yeah, dude, that's awesome, bro. That's what we should have done, was watch the original Twister. Why didn't we think of that? Matter of fact, Rex, why didn't you tell me to think of that?
We just watched it not that long ago.
We did just watch it like about a month ago. It would have been cool though to watch right before we went. It's a good idea. Yeah, pizza sounds
We
good.
have it pretty much memorized, so.
We got some Chick-fil-A. I'm about ready to end the stream here soon and slam my Chick-fil-A. But I wanted to tap in with you guys and, you know, talk to you guys for a little bit as we are on a road trip. What is that? Is that like a resort? Church?
Church, I think.
Bro, these churches, look, everybody wants to give everybody a hard time about donating to the churches. Let me tell you something. You want to see where the real money goes in churches? Come to Virginia, my friends. The churches we have here, there's a church that we have near where my mom used to live. It's called Liberty University. They have their own, hey, Liberty. They have their own church that is so big, it's like a mall, and they have a Starbucks in it, right? And
Wow.
it's so big that they can't put all of the people who come to that church into one service. They have 3 different
I
services.
thought it's for my aunt's. My aunt's service is
3.
like on TV and everything.
They have like 1 at 8, 1 at 10, and like 1 at 1 or something like that. And they broadcast it on television because they still don't have enough room. Even with 3 sermons a day,
Yeah.
they don't have enough room. People have to watch it from home, right? Like quite literally, it's the craziest shit I ever seen. Like I'm sorry, but when it gets to that point, looks like a damn mall, and you're enjoying a Starbucks, bro. I'm not gonna. You know what I'm getting at? That's a problem. That's a problem.
But it's like it's almost like a, you know, like when we go to the theater for plays and like musicals and stuff.
That's greed. That's 100%
Really like that. It's
greed
huge.
for a couple reasons. I know I said I wasn't gonna go into it, but fuck it, I'm gonna go into it. Look, here's why I got a problem with it. Number 1, Rex, hit that like button because I saw you come in and I didn't see the like button, and you're gonna forget because you're getting old. Number 2, second problem. The problem I got with the church is this. Churches, if you go to small churches, right, that don't have 50,000 people trying to get through the door, they can't find the money to fix the roof. And at some point or another, those churches disappear. And then you have other churches that you would think, you know, I don't know, we're all praying to the same higher power, right? Why wouldn't you want to help the other churches? Why is it tribalism within churches? Why is that? Are you guys not praying to the same God? You guys not reading the same Bible? You guys not believing the same things? I'm so confused about these mega churches. I can see Scientology because we all know it's a sham, right? It's a cult, literally. You can't tell the difference between the two when the buildings look the same and they create this tribalism amongst the religion. Like I got a huge problem with that. Because if they have enough money to install a Starbucks, imagine the other money they got that they're just like, I don't know, sticking away for a rainy day. Like, come on, guys. Like we gotta call out the hypocrisy when we see it. Otherwise, we're no better. I'm sorry, but if I see somebody get SA'd at a party and I don't do anything or say anything, I'm just as guilty. What we saw on the show the other night, Kevin Bacon's daughter, SA'd. Right? You see somebody get physically, mentally abused and you don't say anything. You're just as guilty. And that goes for everybody and everything. I don't care. You can say, I'm from South Boston. I don't talk about nothing. I don't tell on nobody. Okay, well, you're just as guilty. I don't give a shit where you're from. I don't care what it is. You see something happen and you don't do anything, you're just as bad. I'm sorry, but that's so. When it comes to these churches and the government and all this shit, bro, we're just letting it happen. And I'm speaking for myself here too. I see a lot of shit go on that the government does. I complain about it. Get to the point where Lethal and everybody's like, oh, bro, there's nothing we can do. It's just gonna keep happening. Why talk about it? Because if you don't talk about it, you're just as guilty. For instance, there's a guy, Logan Paul, okay? The Paul brothers. Everybody knows who they are now. What people don't know is that they've been scamming their own fans for I can't tell you how long. For instance, Baby Rex having a sleepover and they've never seen the original. Nice. He said, Mrs. Rex has banned me from talking politics in public. He said, don't talk about them. It's the Illuminati stuff.
Should.
Yeah, so the whole Logan Paul thing, right? They started scamming their own fans. They realized they had so many fans that because they were donating so much money to them, they're like, well, shit, if they're just donating it, let's make up something for them to invest in, and we'll just take the money because they already seen all the Bitcoin scams going on and nobody getting prosecuted. Nobody's being persecuted and prosecuted. They're just getting away with scamming people out of millions of dollars, right? So they come up with this thing called Crypto Zoo. Now, if you know anything about the Paul brothers, you know that one of the Paul brothers bought a very rare Charizard card. I think it was like the rarest in the world or something. It was worth like over $1 million, right? He bought it. People couldn't fucking believe it. He was spending, I want to say, upwards of $1 million to try and find it, and he finally got it, right? And so he thought, let me come up with a company that I can combine Pokemon and crypto, and he called it Crypto Zoo. And so they would come up with these little animals or creatures you could invest your money into, and then they'll lay an egg, and then that egg will eventually hatch, and it'll be like a hybrid version of, it's basically like a Pokemon crypto, right? And so tons of people spent money on this, hundreds of millions of dollars, I think, or at least tens of millions, and everybody got scammed, like got none of their money. You're talking about tens of millions, upwards of 50s of millions of dollars. He just pretended like it never happened. I shit you not. They had a Discord community with all the investors in there, and everybody's going, my stuff's not working. My egg's not hatching. Nothing you said that was gonna happen is happening. Jakey Pauly, goo goo gaga, what happened to my money? And then Jake just disappears. He starts distancing himself from the actual scam to the point where his admins and moderators are stuck in the middle between Jake Paul, who's skipped town, and the angry investors. And they're all raising hell. It's just the craziest shit I ever seen. So they had to come up with all these excuses, and then once the excuses wore out, these people started to finally realize they had been scammed. What does he do? He starts another scam company. This time, it's still about collectibles, except this time he comes up with this idea where you can buy shares of, let's just say, a Pokemon card. Let's say this Pokemon card is worth $1 million, right? You can take that $1 million, say this is an example, you could take that $1 million and you could break it up into, let's say, 100 pieces. Okay, 100 coins for that one card. Now, that $1 million, divide that into 100. That's what each one of those coins is worth. And you allow, it's just like a company goes public, right? It has shares now, right? You can be a shareholder. Now you can be a shareholder. You can have one of them coins or however many coins you want to buy into that card. Now, being that Logan Paul is the owner, he's going to keep, let's say, 51% shares on that because that's his, right? But the rest you can buy into. Now, here's the thing. If that Pokemon card goes down in value, everybody's shares go down as well. So you can it can go up in value and you've gained money off of this and cash out at any time, or you lose money. It's actually a genius idea if you think about it, but given that he had just robbed all of his biggest fans, people that trusted him, why you would jump on something else he created, I don't know. Maybe it's because people are stupid, but that's the case. And so my point is that the reason these influencers are getting away with this shit is because we're letting them. We're not talking about it. That's why I'm talking about it, because it's really fucked up. It's like, here's the thing. If I'm not talking about it and people don't talk about it, it's gonna keep perpetuating, right? You're perpetuating the cycle of scammers. Now, it's the same thing with anything else in this world. You see somebody get robbed or beat up or whatever, you're like, better him than me. Bro, we got to get out of that mentality. We gotta get out of that. You see something, say something, bro. You gotta make a big deal. And a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, this generation's just sensitive. No, bro. Yes, you're right. This new generation is way too sensitive. But as far as the OGs like us, you still gotta say something, bro. You can't keep that mentality of it's better them than me. I did that for a long time. Up until, I want to be real, up until I had to deal with all this shit going on with the Godfather sponsorship and all these people that are just ugly on the inside, I didn't realize until recently. Because I've always been like that, better them than me. I'll see it and then I'm just gonna watch it happen, bro. You can't do that, bro. You can't, because then bad shit happens to you eventually, and you're that guy. It's just a matter of time. As you're playing Ring Around the Rosie, as the whole life is a numbers game. So you might be having a great year, you might have had a great few years, but your time's coming. And I don't know. But with that said, guys, you see something, say something. If you don't make a big deal out of it, pretty soon it's going to be you, and you're going to wish somebody had said something or done something to help you out. I've seen a lot of breaks. But I'm going to eat before my food gets cold. Oh, wait, what did he say? Bro, scamming pay-per-view fans now. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. He said, I own 1/1000th of a Squirtle hologram. Dude, I swear, when I saw that, I was like, it's actually a genius idea if anybody else but him came up with it. Because it's not going to end well. And what's really sad is like, I don't know if he was the originator of that idea, but if he is, and I know he's going to scam people, it's going to crush that whole idea. You took something very genius and you ruined it for the rest of the world. I would have loved to own any percent, something that I knew was going to forever increase. I don't know, like a baseball that Babe Ruth signed. Shout out to the Sandlot. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example, but that would have been pretty cool. Anyways, I love you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I will try and update you guys, maybe do a part 2 when we get there. I don't know. But it's date night. So wish us luck. I hope all you guys have a happy Friday, a great Saturday. Tomorrow we will have a Godfather stream and a Warley stream. I'm going to be doing Dead Godland. I haven't done that in a long ass time, so I'm very excited. I'm going to spend a lot of money on Dead Godland, probably at least a couple $1,000s. You're not going to want to miss that. Also, I'm going to do a Grim Soul live. I don't know, dude. Tomorrow's going to be crazy. But love you guys. Thank you so much, Rex, for watching. Thank you, everybody. And peace. Say bye, babe.
Bye.
Coffee. Yeah.